There was a guy who was known as Admiral Jim Stockdale. Stockdale was the highest ranking officer in one of the worst Vietnamese POW camps. He was tortured over 20 times. He was there for 8 years. But probably the worst part about it was the relentless reality of uncertainty that he had to live in. Not knowing every morning if he was going to wake up and be rescued and see his wife again, see his kids again, or if it would just be another day of torture. The author and researcher Jim Collins had a chance to sit down with Stockdale and talk to him a little bit about his experience. Stockdale said, "I never lost faith in the end of the story. I never doubted not only that I'd get out, but also that I would prevail in the end and turn the experience into the defining event of my life, which, in retrospect, I wouldn't trade." Now, we're not exactly in POW camp, but we're asking the same questions. How long are we going to be here for? Are we ever going to get back to normal? What is the new normal going to look like? But what Stockdale says next is what I think is most interesting about this whole thing. He and Collins are walking out on the campus where Stockdale works, and as Collins describes it, he says that they stopped. And he said, "Who didn't make it out?" Stockdale replied pretty quickly. He said, "That's easy. It was the optimists. The people who said we'd be out by Christmas, and then Christmas would come, and Christmas would go. Then they'd say we'd be out by Easter, and Easter would come, and Easter would go. Then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas again." He said until eventually they died of a broken heart. Then he said this. He said, "This is a very important lesson. You must never confuse faith that you will prevail in the end, which you can't afford to lose, with the discipline to confront the most brutal facts of your current reality, whatever they might be." And so that's what we're going to do over the next couple weeks. And what I believe is that if we will keep the faith that we will prevail in the end, and also have the courage to face the facts of our current reality, look at what's true and also what's not true about our current situation. Maybe one day we'll look back at this crazy season of life. Maybe you will look back at this crazy, chaotic time of your life and see it as a moment that defined you, as a moment that shaped you, as a period of uncertainty, which in retrospect, you wouldn't trade.